Well, hello and welcome to Healthy Isolation. I'm your host, Professor Luke Prosper. This is session 6. We are going to be talking about resentment and anger. Resentment and anger are a big part of the emotional process that we go through when you come in here. It is completely natural to feel these emotions and to feel like it's unfair, right? Why me? Why my family? Why my kid? Why do we have to go through this? All right. That you feel maybe that it's expensive, that this is, it's all your fault. If you didn't have this problem, then I wouldn't have to spend this crazy amount of money to take care of you. And another emotion that you might feel is that this is torture. That it every day doing the same thing, or the emotional stress of being in here, not being able to leave. That you have this feeling like I'm being tortured, and so you will feel anger and resentment. An example of anger, today I had what I refer to as a stupid fight. A stupid fight is a fight that has no real point, it has no real reason, is just fighting just to fight. And our fight was about lunchtime, and it was lunchtime and it was time to eat, and so I said, okay, turn off the phone and eat your lunch, and then I'll download you some new videos. And he said no, and I said yes, and he said no, and he said I want to download it myself. And I said, good luck with that. And I closed the window. I went to eat my lunch. And he completely went crazy in there, because that was not what he wanted. He wanted me to open the things so that he could download. And he said he wanted to do it himself. And I said, okay, you can try, but I know that he couldn't do it by himself, and so I just was like, oh, whatever. And so we had this huge fight, and he's like, I'm not gonna eat lunch, I'm gonna throw everything, I'm gonna destroy everything, and blah 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 blah. And so we had this stupid fight. And if I did not have control of my own anger, it would have been very easy to respond to his anger with anger. But fortunately today, I was in control of my emotions, and I was just able to laugh at it. I was like, look, you want to be angry, that's your issue, but it's not going to change my behavior in one way or the other. You can be angry, that doesn't affect me. And that's what a healthy response to somebody else's anger is. When they're angry and they say it's all your fault, if you're in a healthy place, you're like, no, that's your problem, not my fault at all, and their anger just kind of washes off of you. If you're in an unhealthy place, when somebody spits their anger at you, you take it as yours and you respond in anger, and the cycle just gets worse and worse. And so learning how to accept when your child is angry, or to accept when you are angry, but not to pass it to other people is something that's very, very valuable. All right, is very, very valuable. When your kid doesn't eat and they refuse, it's very natural to respond in anger, or they refuse to take medicine or whatever. It's natural to respond with anger. But if you do that, you're going to create a negative cycle. All right, you're going to create a cycle in which you're angry, they're angry, you're angrier, they're angrier, and everybody loses. All right, or that you vent your anger on people who don't deserve it at all, like the nurses or the doctors or whatever. But if you learn how to process that anger and say, okay, I'm angry because this is really expensive, I'm not able to go to work, and I'm trapped in here. You say, okay, I can accept that. I'm not going to blame, my kid for that. It's not their fault, right? It's not their fault that they're sick. It's not like they chose this, all right? They don't want this either. But it's easy to blame, and next time we're going to be talking about guilt and shame, because that's another big issue that we need to deal with. And so we'll stop here, and hope you are doing well. Bye.